This is my attempt at decoding Ascension. We're going to ask some questions like, what is Ascension? How do I know what's truth and what's not? And how do I get there from here? This is my personal journey. Welcome. To ascend basically means to raise your frequency to match the frequency of the fifth dimension. Ascension is the event that very well could be the rapture. Fear is the tool that controls us through outside circumstances and forces that we basically create for ourselves. The government uses fear to control us. They lie to us. Our parents use fear from the time we're born to control us. As soon as we get old enough to say, don't do that, stop, society uses fear to control us. Separation and fear is how they control us. And I want to talk some about how it starts at a very young age with your parents, how it actually starts the minute they wipe your memory from your last life. And there's healthy fear of God, and then there's unhealthy fear. So first, I want to talk about unhealthy fear. From the time you're conceived, you're surrounded by fear. Your mother is pregnant with you, and she has all these doubts and fears in the back of her mind. What if I can't carry this pregnancy to term? What if something's wrong with my baby? I mean, nowadays they got ways to do amniocentesis and all, but way back they didn't. Now you got to realize your mother's already been controlled by fear her whole life, okay, and your father. So they want everything to be right for their child, and there's nothing wrong with that. But excessive worry breaks you down as a soul, as a functioning human. It enslaves you. So here you are, you're in the womb, your parent, may be a little overworried. It's not everybody, but most people. You're born, and then they got to do everything right. You have to be fed, changed, took care of, protected. There's always this worry in the back of your father or your mother's mind because you're their child. And that seems, pretty normal, but outside influences increase that natural little bit of healthy fear. And you have all this advertising telling you, this formula is better than this formula. Do this with your baby. Don't do that with your baby. Am I doing the right thing? Oh my God, my baby's got a fever. What if they die? What if I don't get them to the hospital on time? I mean, it's just never ending. So then you're born, now you're born and you're getting older. You're a couple years old. You're a toddler. Fear's a good thing. Don't stick your finger in the light socket. Don't stick metal objects in the light socket. Those are healthy fears. But then, just like they've been lied to control them through fear and misdirection. Now all of a sudden, it's your turn. You got Santa Claus. Be a good girl, be a good little boy, or Santa will not bring you a toy. Then you got this kid wondering all year long, have I been good Santa, writing letters to a being Kris Kringle existed. Santa was pretty pervy and evil. I loved Santa, though. I can't, I fell right into that lie. But you got Santa, you got the Easter Bunny, you've got just all these things that you're conditioned to believe, and then all of a sudden they're not real anymore. They're not real anymore. And Christmas really doesn't have that much to do with Jesus. But you go back to your Bible. I'm a jealous God. Don't go after other gods or you'll be punished. Uh, Israel disobeyed. What did God do? Give their enemies the victory. God was, they're always punishing them. And, then you got hell is introduced as a concept. And you become afraid of hell, and then you become afraid of God. Then you quit talking to God because you're afraid of God, because, you talk to God to ask for forgiveness and to try to do better. And then if you're always failing, then you're eventually like, what's the use? And that is a big weapon of Satan, or the dark world, or however it turns out to be, however that is going to play out. So I just wanted you to take a good look at your fear. Healthy fear is, God tells you, don't do this. You're messing up, don't do it. And, that little bit of fear might keep you from doing it. But the fear of hell is a major controller. The fear of not having enough food, the fear of not being able to pay your mortgage, pay your bills, raise your children, protect your children. It's just never ending. And most people don't even realize that they're being controlled like that, but we're being conditioned from the moment we're born. Before we're born, we're being conditioned in the womb. So that's just something that I wanted y'all to think about today. I'm going to talk about agape love in the next one, and then we'll move right into the Ascended Masters. Thank you for watching this video. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Two thousand years later.